Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our little Christmas story with Bob and me. How's everyone doing this morning? If you guys are on here with me, please say hello. Let me know what you are drinking. If you're having a cup of coffee or tea with us, or whatever it is that you like drinking. I have to show you guys this. This is the cutest thing ever. Look how cute. Isn't that cute? It is kind of a pain in the butt though because it's heavy, but it keeps my coffee warm.
Look at mine's cute too, but it's weird because it's backwards. It's like for left-handed people.
Well, no, it's not backwards. It's just that's for you to see.
Oh,
I mean, mine has. I like that it has it on both sides.
I'm learning a
This
lot
side
about
says
coffee
warm
cups
wishes,
this morning.
and this one doesn't. But drinking my yummy coffee. Mm-mm-mm. How's everybody doing this morning? It is Thursday. We have a beautiful sunny day up here in Connecticut. And it's not too bad. I mean, it's what? I don't know. It's like mid-30s. But
it was 20 this morning. It was cold.
Right now it's not.
It was cold. Okay. Now it's not.
Well, it's going to be in the 40s tomorrow. So this weekend, I think it's going to be in the 40s, right? All weekend? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah? What? Why are you looking at me like that? So yeah, I think it's going to be in the 40s, which is awesome because I need to do some shopping for some stocking stuffers this weekend. And I don't want to leave anything for like last minute. I'm totally last minute anyway when it comes to stuff like that with gifts, but that's okay because I don't have small kids. So, we just do stocking stuffers in our home. I just really just love having everyone in our home with us, So, okay. So this weekend, what do we have going on this weekend? I don't really have anything really going on. We have a big party in a parade that we're going to be seeing on Saturday. So we do have a commitment on Saturday. You guys, Bobby Lou, they're going to be playing actually tomorrow at the nursing home local to us, which is cool. You guys are going to be bringing some Christmas cheer to them. And then that's it, right?
Right.
We don't have anything else going on. Well, Sunday we are also going to be visiting a church. Our friend Keith invited us to come visit him at his church out in, where is it, Bristol?
No,
is it in Bristol?
In other side of Bristol. What's over there?
Plainville?
No, that's not it. It's that town, New Britain.
It's that town, New Britain. Actually, that's where Jen lives, Jen Fowler. So that's kind of our weekend. It's going to be a quiet weekend, which I'm happy with that as well. But we will be back with you guys again next week. I will be back with you on Tuesday. He won't be. But then we'll be back again on Wednesday and Thursday, which is the week before Christmas, which is crazy. Wow. Like Christmas is almost here, you guys. But yeah, so I hope you have a beautiful weekend. So on that note, we've been sharing a little bit about a little Christmas story, just a Christmas story with you guys, and how the Christmas story just starts at the very beginning. In the beginning, God, right? From Genesis 1. That's when the Christmas story begins. It's not only about the book of Luke. It's not only about, the day that Jesus was born. There's so much more to it. And that's kind of what we've been sharing a little by little. So good morning, Mel. Mel's here.
Hey, Mel.
Excuse me.
It's an extra coffee day. We were out late last night, running the roads.
We were. We had an amazing, yes, thank you for reminding me of that. You can always share too,
I'm color commentary.
So last night we had an opportunity at a different Vox church branch up at the greater Bridgeport area, down in Bridgeport, but it wasn't at the Vox church, but it was for the Vox kids, for their location there. And it was the first event there, and we did a paint and praise, and it was so much fun. Unfortunately, some people were sick and they couldn't make it. Some people were working late and couldn't make it. So our larger group ended up being a more intimate group, but that was fine. But Bob and Lou were there as well, bringing some Christmas cheer and worship to them as well. And we ended up painting, and I don't have it here in front of me.
Light post.
Yeah, where is it? I don't even know where I put it. Oh, I have some work to do
It's
on
on
it.
the desk.
It was like a
You want it?
lamppost. No, it's okay. We painted a lamppost, and on this lamppost, there's like a plaque on it, and you can write whatever words you want to write in. On mine, I'm going to put trap so I didn't get a chance to do that last night. But it was fun. It was a pleasant evening. We made some new friends, and everyone was very pleasant. It was cool. A lot of food too. There was some yummy food, which was really good. So that was a great evening last night. That's actually, and then that was my last event for the year. Wow. Yeah. I have one more event at the nursing home actually at the end of this month. But I don't consider that one of my larger events, because that's just something that I do every single month with them anyway. So yeah. But anyway, so going back to what we were talking about as far as the Christmas story. So this morning I woke up with a song in my head, of course. And those of you that know me know that when I wake up with a song, the Lord is speaking to me through that song. And sure enough, I knew it. I knew there was going to be some kind of significance to it. And I know that you were talking about Mel was sharing a song in our group study together. What was the song that she shared? Oh, it was about praise. It was about praise. So yes, Mel, we're going to be definitely listening to that later, but we haven't gotten to it yet. But thanks for sharing that. And so this morning I woke up with the song Born Again by Corey Asbury. And when I wake up in the mornings, and Lou would probably know right away, what song it is as she's humming it or whatever. I couldn't remember who sang it. I wasn't quite sure. But as soon as I saw his name, I was like, that's it. That's the one. And so I listened to the lyrics. I wanted to hear the songs. I listened to the song again. And I knew there was a significance to our Christmas story that we were reading this morning. And so this morning it was all about John the Baptist. Excuse me. And you share a little bit about it, and then I'll share what the significance is. Talk about what the study was in regards to this morning. That's a part of the Christmas story. Good morning, Miss Alice. Blessings to you as well.
Well, what I was hearing, it was mostly about, the prophecy all around John.
Mm-hmm.
His father prophesied what he was going to do for God. And then he doubted the angel. Then he couldn't talk.
That's it.
Yeah. Some days stuff really jumps out at me. Today wasn't one of those days. You got a lot more than I did.
Mm-hmm. But I just want you to share about the story of John the Baptist. I know you mentioned about Zechariah.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else about John?
Forerunner of Jesus, we talked about yesterday. Make straight the paths for the Lord. Same job as ours, except he was pointing forward. We point back in now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, so what stood out to me with the whole thing, and the reason why the Lord brought that song to mind for me, is that I'm just going to actually read to you guys a little bit also of some of the lyrics. But part of the lyrics that I was singing was that, let's see, where is it? That in the quiet pride of my Father's eyes, that I've been born again, and I'm reminded of who I am. And then there's another part of it that also says that I feel the warmth of your smile. And again, I've been born again. So what does that mean actually to feel like you've been born again? So we talked about that a little bit this morning. I was like, what the Lord was reminding me of is to put yourself back in that time when you went through that rebirth. And John the Baptist, that was exactly what he was, brought into this earth for, right? Is to point us to Jesus for that redemption, so that we could die to self, so that we could go through that rebirth, so that we could be born again, right? Right? So what he was reminding me of is that our Father's touch, every time we are touched by him, we should feel that same rebirth, And that's exactly what Corey Asbury sings in this song, is that, it was him, wanting to just be touched by him and to feel the wind of his presence and to just feel him holding his hand, and every time that, when he does that, he was feeling born again, that I've been born again. He was feeling that rebirth. And that's kind of like, at least that's how I see the song anyway. It could mean something different to you. It means something different to everyone else. But to me, that's what it was meaning to me. And just feeling that when we go through that rebirth, it's like it's feeling that splendor light of heaven's glorious sunrise. Just washing over us, making us pure, and just kind of giving us that what's the word I'm looking for, but reviving us again, right? And so he wants us to feel that every single time we feel his touch, when we are in his presence, when we are in his word, right? Because that was another thing that I wrote down, that the word from the heavens will come to us with a dazzling light to shine on those who live in darkness and illuminate the path that leads to his perfect peace. And I wrote that from the Passion Translation because when I was reading through scriptures, that just really stood out to me. And it related a lot to what the Lord was showing me, in regards to the song and to the lyrics. I know you want to say something.
It has nothing to do that, but for some reason, Isaiah 42 caught my mind this morning. God was saying how he always tells us before he does something. Mm-hmm. All of prophecy. It's always, I'm going to do this, and he does it. His word never comes back void. He always does what he says he's going to do.
Yes.
And then he also says there that, and behold, I'm going to do a new thing. So with Jesus, a new and better covenant. Mm-hmm. Why would he make a new covenant if there's, nothing wrong with the old one? This is new and better. The other one was just to show us that we needed a new covenant. We couldn't keep the law. We still kind of struggle with it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But fortunately, we're not under the law.
No, we aren't.
It doesn't apply.
No, it doesn't. So that's a good point. And then, so like Isaiah 42, you were saying that he always speaks to us, right? So, and I love that. It's exactly what I was saying this morning. I just love how he speaks to me. I love how he speaks to me through song and through nature, through the birds, and through flowers and through images and visions, and the way he speaks to me, how he connects his word, to me. It's such a beautiful thing. He's always speaking. And we just have to just listen.
Yeah, we're not always listening.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, there's Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hi,
Good
Sarah.
morning.
I love you too, girl. Yes, we're not always listening. And right now, during this hustle bustle of this Christmas season, a lot of people are not sitting and listening. And that is actually a word that the Lord gave me for 2024 as well, is to listen, to just sit and listen to him, not be so into reading and writing or doing other things, in the time that you're spending with the Lord, but just sit there and just listen and just see what he brings to you.
Or go out in his creation and just sit.
Yes, or go out in his creation and just sit. I want to share a couple of scriptures with you guys because you guys, without going through this rebirth, we know that the one and only one that can ever set our soul at ease is Jesus. And so we have to go through that rebirth. But we don't have to go through that rebirth only once. We can continue to keep going through that rebirth and being revived every time we are touched by him.
I think it's even better now. Think about it. The first time, like when you get saved, you don't really know what's going on. Now when God shows up, it's like,
yes,
every time is great. Like,
yes.
He's always there, but the times when he's really making himself present and known, is like, It rocks your world every time.
Yeah.
Nothing's better.
That is true. Lou just said, when I go to sleep and ask God for revelation, I wake up and receive that if I am paying attention. Yes. Yes. And you have to be paying attention. Exactly. So in First Peter, the book of First Peter, chapter 1, it says in verse 23, it says, for through the eternal and living word of God that you have been born again. And this seed that he planted within you can never be destroyed, but will live and grow inside of you forever. And like what we're saying, it's going to continue to keep growing inside of us forever and ever, right? The more that we allow it to revive us again, for us to go through that rebirth again. Because in John 3:3, it says that truly, truly, I say to you, unless one is born again, he cannot enter into the kingdom realm of God. And that is so true. So it is a reminder to us also today that we are in our temporary bodies, right? This is a temporary time that we are living in right now, that we should live our lives like we're in the supernatural realm, that kingdom realm of God every single day.
Because we are
That's right.
eternal spiritual beings trapped in this flesh suit.
In this thing.
We're nuts and they're shells.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, so you guys, I hope that was a blessing to you. I am so blessed to have you guys here with me all the time. And I hope that what we share with you also blesses you and that it encourages you as well. Melanie, flesh suit. Yeah, that's a good one, right? A flesh suit. Love you guys so much. Have a beautiful weekend.
Yes. And it's Christmas and how do you make it a point? You are the greatest gift, but the people God brings into our lives.
Yes.
Money can't buy.
That's right. So you guys have a beautiful weekend and we will see you again next week.
Get all mushy and start crying like Kellen.
Love you guys. Bye.